today. From St. Louis, Missouri, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's St. Louis taking on the Dublin Antlers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dublin Antlers and our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped forward. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Chavez. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chavez. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Second and 4. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Chavez. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Caps. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Caps. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
play fake here on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Manuel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
2nd down at 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Caps. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Caps. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Manuel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Caps.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off play action. Caps. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 9 now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll look to set up his blockers. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
throwing on first down. Caps.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Caps. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harrington. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On third down, Manuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Manuel.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A good gain of 12 yards that time. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Manuel. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Antlers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point attempt to come here. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Lynch. It's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Chavez.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Bulldogs have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrington. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on second down, Camps.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Camps. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Camps flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. and it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. The Giants locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The final, 26-14. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. The Seahawks still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, Manuel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Caps. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, Manuel. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Manuel. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On On second down now. Manuel, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Caps. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Second and 3. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Right back to him on first down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from third and long to now it's a go situation here on fourth and inches.
Here we go on fourth down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Bulldogs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Point after here coming up. And with that, the lead is up to 8. 12 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Dublin's offense now set to take over. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Throwing on first down. Caps. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Caps. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Caps forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caps.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Caps steps away to his left.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Back to throw. Camps. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Antlers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, they'll throw. He sets to fire deep.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Chavez. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Chavez.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Caps. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harrington. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Caps. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Caps. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barnett. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Buying time to his left. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And his kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Back to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So they bring out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Allen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Operating from the gun. Caps.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Caps. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Off the play fake. Caps. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun. Caps. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Caps. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for our visitors, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.